Yeah. All right, we are live. Mets pregame, looking for the sweep in St. Louis on Steven Matz Revenge Day. Fucking the Reigns of Castamere will be playing. Give that man, that beautiful man, Steven Matz head on a pike. A spike, I don't know which one it is, whatever it is. Oh, goddamn, that looks fucking so good. This is the first time I've seen it in person. Those will be at Barstool at the ballpark on Saturday. Cohen's Corner, the debut of Cohen's Corner with unlimited Coors Light for three hours.
Partially sold out, so if you didn't get your tickets, I told you it was going to go fast. So there'll be 400 of us. It'll be about 395 Mets fans. And I'm bringing 5 or so Philly fans scumbags with me so we can just abuse them. But Cohen's Corner, tomorrow Cohen's Corner becomes a thing coming off of this sweep. How I can't think of anything better than we beat the shit out of Steven Matz. We sweep the Cardinals. A bunch of guys on our team get free cars given to them by Stephen Cohen for hitting home runs. And then we roll into the Philly series and Barstool at the ballpark for Cohen's Corner. Things are good in Mets land, baby.
Yeah, I saw the Mark Gooden tweet that Steve Cohen's going around. Just an all-time great troll move.
Mark
Joe
Gooden.
Lightning. God damn it, Kevin!
No,
you and your shitty
Kevin.
internet. At least people can see on the YouTube you're frozen, so this doesn't hurt as much. But
Am I back?
You're
back.
back.
Mark. You're back now. And
and he's gone.
The Federalist is jamming us right now. They're jamming our internet.
The Federalist is okay. So to clarify for people that don't know, Mark Gooden, the New York Mets beat writer for the Federalist, reported that Steve Cohen went in the New York Mets locker room last night and told all the players, if you hit a home run off Steven Matz, you're going to get a free car. So that's a Federalist exclusive if you are subscribed to them.
What's so perfect is it's like just believable. It could be.
Yep. So we got Matz on the bump for them, and break out the cookie meters, boys, because Cookie Carrasco takes the mound today. Not Carlos Carrasco. Cookie Carrasco takes the bump down in St. Louis. Again, no Robinson Cano, so everything's good. We got Guillorme playing second today, so McNeil gets a breath. Nito at catcher, and then your typical Nimmo, Marte, Lindor, Alonso, Escobar, Canna, JD Double Davis playing third. So we say, do the sign of the cross. Everyone do the sign of the cross. Even if you're not Catholic, we got to fucking do it. Guillorme, Nito, and Carrasco is our lineup for the day. So, I mean, that's a pretty fucking good lineup right there. It's very rare you run out bad lineups. Basically, if Cano's in there and then like 2 of the lesser guys at the bottom, that's the only time I ever am worried.
I mean, yeah, the fact that you can run out. You don't have Dom's not in there, or even when there's some guys who you want in there that are not in there, and you're still happy with the lineup. You know what I mean? There used to be guys where it's like we need all of our good guys in at all times, or we're gonna suffer. And there's enough guys to go around now where it's like you can give guys rest, you can play with the DH because everybody's eating right now.
And this is what Buck's been doing. So instead of just having one straight punt lineup, it's like, okay, we're gonna give this guy rest here, this guy rest there, like one a day, We were full lineup maybe once or twice a week, and that's fine because we still score runs anyway. Only 2 last night, but we can score plenty more today.
When there's a bum-ass bitch on the mound, Sven Matz.
Now, but I would ordinarily say for a Mets fan, this is the game where we say, let's go beat the shit out of Steven Matz. We know that Cohen. I feel like we're being extra hard on Steven Matz. It's really his agent and his beef with Steve. It has nothing to do with him, really. It's kind of like Conforto and Boris. I don't have a problem with the guys. It's the people representing them.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past, I would say, let's go beat the shit out of him. And then we end up, he ends up throwing 6 scoreless against us. But say it with me, this team is different.
This team is different.
If this team is who we think it is, I think that they just get there, an early day game, and they just mash. I think they just mash their way through this one.
I just needed to be efficient. I was just stretching my legs.
Kyle's walking to the World Series again. This has the chance. And if Matz does what Matz does sometimes, you have a chance to be out there another 10 plus miles.
And this isn't the first time that we're facing Matz. We faced them last year in July. He had 5 2/3, 2 runs off us. Pete hit a home run. That was it. So let's hit some more runs off him today.
I think it's
Different
the
lineup.
last hurdle for me as a Mets fan is predictions. Like I can get my hopes up. I can trick myself. I can protect, all that shit. Getting to the point where I can say, like, I know this team well enough, and I think they're good enough, and I think that they will do X, Y, Z. Whenever people ask me, should I bet the Mets? Or what, I'm like, listen, they're still the Mets at the end of the day. Anything can happen. Don't ask me, because at the end of the day, it's always up to the sports gods. But that last level, I remember being like 2006, being like, we're going to win this series. We're going to beat the shit out of this pitcher. We're going to, and knowing it and doing it, because it was a fact that those guys were good enough and better than who they were facing. And I think for this lineup, I'm just not sure if I'm ready to like commit to it yet, where it's like, I'll put my money where my mouth is. And I'll tell you right now, they're going to beat up Mets. But I think that's where we're headed, where it's like good enough. You can take it to the bank.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in years past, he knows like enough of the batters in the lineup that you'd be like, all right, maybe he knows how to get these guys out. This is a completely revamped lineup. These guys are going to come in and just tee off. That's my hope.
New guys from the AL. You got all sorts of shit that he's not going to be used to. So
I mean, there was one game in 2019 in Pittsburgh where I think Marte hit a like a 3-run homer off Matz. So Marte has his number in my mind just because I remember that.
Oh, all it takes. All it takes is that for me. Like, one home run. I'm like, yep, that's all we need.
Escobar 3 for 6 lifetime against Matz here with a home run. Just looking at the splits here. Marte 1 for 12.
Okay, so I guess the one was a home run.
2 for 6. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what happens. St. Louis, Edmund, Goldschmidt, O'Neill, Arenado, Dickerson, Carlson, that motherfucker DeJong, Molina, Sosa. Going DeJong, Molina, like. That is like, if we can get through this series without that, like ripping our souls apart, that's when I'll be like, all right, this
it's funny because other teams aren't afraid of those two guys. We see those two guys. I'm more afraid of those two than Arenado and Goldschmidt at this point.
Exactly.
What is I'm looking at the ESPN predictor here, giving the Mets a 47% chance to win versus a 53% chance to the Cardinals. Like, where does that come from? What the fuck is that about? Just because they're the home team? Because I have why would with the way Carrasco's been pitching versus fucking Steven Matz, with the lineup that we've had, what we did to them the first 2 games, like why on earth would we be the underdog here? Fuck that.
They just asked Stephen A. Smith, give us 2 numbers. Give us, out of 100%, who do you think's gonna win? I feel like Stephen Smith just runs ESPN now, and that's fine. Like he's the only entertaining guy they have left. That's fine. He's MVP.
Greatest of all time. That's my white buffalo. That's my guest that I want to get one day. Stephen A. Smith. So give us a cookie meter for everybody. What cookie you got today?
My mom actually made peanut butter chocolate chip for me on Monday, so that's where I'm at right now.
God bless fucking Mama Meek.
Mom. Last time my mom cooked me cookies was like fucking 25 years ago. Fuck you. You got Clem, what cookie?
So I'm going to try to share this on the screen here so everyone else can see this greatness. I was tweeted something and they said, this is where your new cookies should be. Andy Stash. I don't know if you can share it, Pavs, but it's a Trader Joe's and it's called These Sprinkles Walk Into a Sandwich Cookie. And they look fucking tremendous.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And it said buttercream. At first, I thought it said cookie butter. If you've ever had the Trader Joe's cookie butter, that shit is the most dangerous thing on the planet. That's worse than Putin with nukes. Because you eat that, you could eat a fucking whole entire jar of it. Or if they're in cookie form, you'll eat all the cookies. It's like they even have it in the ice cream. So this right here, I have to go to Trader Joe's. Like I have to go to a shopping plaza with a Trader Joe's today. And this motherfucker just ruined my brand new diet that I just started because I'm going to have to buy these. These look incredible.
I mean, you're almost...
It's for the team. It's for Cookie Carrasco I'm doing this for.
Yeah.
So that's where I stand right now.
Kyle, what cookie you got?
I think day game Carrasco. He's coming off the high of the Giants lineup. Now he's got to get with these pesky Cardinals. I think it's going to be a tougher start for him than we're expecting. Like it offsets it because Matz is like probably going to shit the bed in the first inning, so that might help. But I'm going to say generic Chips Ahoy with milk.
Okay.
That's the best.
It's
hard to go down, but the milk will help it.
I do agree with you that I think he's like last start was when he had those 18 straight retired, right? Like pretty much that's as good as Cookie Carrasco can like humanly pitch. So I do think there's got to be a little bit of a drop off. I'm gonna go with he's cookie dough today. He is just a tube of cookie dough. So it's not a finished product. It's uncooked. We don't quite know. You know, when you're making those Toll House cookies, you can follow the same recipe and the same time. And sometimes they're perfect. Other times they come out crumbly, makes no sense. So we don't know what the finished product's going to be, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good enough. It's going to be tasty cookie dough.
Kyle, can you do this for me?
What's up?
Perfectly balanced as all things should be, right? That's the podcast. That's what this was founded on. Every time Cookie Carrasco gets a strikeout, can you eat a cookie while you're running? I figure the calories, you're basically going to end up being like a net zero calories. But I kind of want to see you eating the cookies as you're doing
what
it.
What if he has like 10 strikeouts? And he counts 10 cookies while you're walking.
He's running 10 miles.
All the walking for nothing then.
Career high 13 strikeouts, just like munching on them.
I want to see if I even have cookies in the apartment, if I'm being honest. I don't think I have any.
Get on your horse, Cinderella. Go get those cookies, man. We got a cookie store.
I'm just trying to take Kyle down to the level with me.
You know what? No, I think we should all do that. I'm at work right now. Let's start with the next cookie start. Everybody has to eat a cookie of their choice for every strikeout.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. That makes me even
I love it. I love it. I'm skinny fat for life at this point. I don't fucking care. So,
do you remember when Jesse Funk with the Put It in the Podcast back in the day? He did a thing where he was going to do a shot every time Thor had a strikeout.
Oh,
and it was the game. It was the Put It in the Jackpot game. But Thor had like 8 strikeouts through like 3 innings, and it looked like he was going to die. And the only reason he got saved was because he got thrown out of the game. And it was like, I'll never forget that.
Divine intervention on that one. Shit.
I will say this. If this gets far enough along where we're still on this type of roll deep into the season, I'm conditioned enough. If we can find a way to set it up, I will do the 9 hot dogs, 9 beers on the treadmill.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. That is crazy.
I will do that. In 4 hours, I think I could do that.
That is when we're going to see someone die, because I don't even know what that does to your body between the booze, the sweat, and then the sodium. Like, your body's going to be like, what the fuck are you doing to me, Kyle?
Or we could do like something different, like 9 cookies, 9 glasses of milk, and 9 endings.
Yes.
I think I could do that.
You want me to fucking puke everywhere?
Yes. Kyle, we're trying to grow the show here. Fucking puking gets numbers. Like I said,
just puking onto a treadmill and like the belt is going around, just throwing the puke and the cookies and the milk everywhere. Let's go. That's what we need. And speaking of growing the YouTube, we just passed 2,000 subscribers. The goal is to get to 10,000 right now. Every 1,000 subscribers, we will give away merch, which if you've seen the shirts that we're churning out right now is a good fucking giveaway. We have 3 more coming. We've got a Marte shirt, a Buck shirt, and a General Mets shirt coming, all fire, to go along with the Polar Bear shirts, the Buck porn star shirts, the Spider-Man one, the Mets neon one. We got tons of shit. So what you got to do is take a screenshot of your YouTube subscribed to our channel. So log in with your Gmail, click subscribe, take a screenshot of your of the phone or the computer saying subscribed, and then tweet at us and use the hashtag WGB. Tag the account and use the hashtag, and we'll pick one of those random tweets, and you'll get merch. Every 1,000, we send out some merch. Every 5,000, we'll give away tickets for Barstool at the ballpark and merch, so you kind of get a whole Mets package. So I said this, I've been growing the KFC Radio YouTube for the last couple of years now. Even if you're not an avid YouTube user that curates your channel, as long as you have a Gmail, you can log in and be a subscriber. So help out, because these days YouTube numbers are all that matters, and having the subscribers up and doing a niche show like this is like, we don't have the entire audience, because obviously it's just Mets fans we're talking to. So we really need like every listener to do their part for us and subscribe if you do like the show and you do tune in to our podcast and pregame and postgame. So if you guys could do your part, we'll do our part. Make sure to keep giving away merch and tickets and all that. So go to the We Gotta Believe.
If you don't have Twitter with the hashtag and everything, we also are accepting DMs through Instagram. So take a screenshot and send it there. We could go through those steps.
Or snail
you
mail.
don't
Send
have
it to the
any
office if you
social
have.
media, you're a fucking weirdo. So
If you're a Mets fan and you're not on Mets Twitter, what are you doing?
I mean, really though, I'm happy with what we're building. The New York Mets community that we have on Twitter has thousands of people subscribed to it. Now they might be all animals, but it is like the biggest, I think, in Major League Baseball right now. I don't think any other team has as big of a community on Twitter. The podcast is growing, the YouTube is growing. So we got to believe is on the ups. We got the whole team now. We got everyone working on social, working on the pod. So it's and any Mets shows out there that you want to collab with. I don't find this to be like a competitive thing. I want like all Mets fans to get together, root for this team. We'll help your show. You help our show. So if there's anybody in the Mets space that you guys want us to get down with and collaborate, just let us know and we'll make it happen as long as they are worthwhile. I think that kid that everybody fucking hates, did he get banned or something like that? The guy that Mark feuds with, Jason or
NYM News, Jaron.
Yeah,
I see my buddy that works for the Mets. I haven't gotten confirmation if he's actually banned, but he's trying to spin it and be like, "Oh, we're just trying to grow the group outside of New York." It's like, I don't think so.
That guy sucks. He blows. So anybody who's actually cool that you want to get down with, let us know. All right, as far as this game, give me a like a good, the bad, and the ugly. Give me, who do you think's? Give me a prediction. Give me who's going to get a hit, who's going to get a home run, who might we have to worry about today. Give me, how you think we win this game, how you think we lose this game. Let's go around the whole here.
6-3 final, Mets win. Rhino Pequeño, my boy Eduardo Escobar going yard, 2-run tank off of Steven Matz, and a lot of Uncle Stevie smiling memes going out by the end of the day. By the way, great work. I saw this was shot out on the Mets community. If you just more savvier Twitter people know this. If you go to another team's Twitter page, like the Cardinals, and then you click on their final, Mets 5, us 2, and just all the memes, A+ memeing from everyone so far this season, you guys.
That I want. That's what I want. I know the community right now is filled with a lot of like Frank the Tank, negative Nancy types. I know that we're already like the most rabid Twitter fan base. Let's be like the funniest. Come with the memes, come with the jokes, troll the opposing team. Don't fight amongst each other. Don't root against the team. I want Mets Twitter to be like as funny as possible. I'll do merch giveaways for that too. Anybody who comes with a meme or a joke or a good enough tweet that gets traction and people are enjoying it, submit them to us. And the best and funniest Mets tweets of the night during the game will get a t-shirt.
Like the dude in the Bassett mask, shit like that. I want weird, funny shit. That is what this fucking Mets brand is built on.
So I don't know if we can. So Padres Twitter has us beat in the final score game right now because they paid for a porn star to do a cameo. Like you just lost to the San Diego Padres. I'm not gonna say who it is, but
listen,
if we could top that, I mean, if someone wants to do that, I'm not saying.
Lisa Ann's a huge Mets fan. She's already part of the Mets fan anonymous army, so.
We got to reach out to Queen Riley. That's what's going to happen.
I'll get you fucking porn stars. We won't even have to pay for them. I'll get you fucking free porn stars by 2 p.m. today.
Clip that, Nick. Clip that. Put it on social.
Yeah, let's fucking go. I'll get you porn stars. Shit. Fuck the Padres.
That's what I've seen from the internet streets.
I give you I think Matz gets beat up. I think Pete Alonso is angry. We're going to get a fuck bomb today. I hate to say it because he's my guy, but I do have one of those feelings where this is a game where the ball just keeps finding JD Davis at third. And I think we're going to have to overcome a couple bumps in the road there, but by no means, I don't think it's anything we overcome. So I think hoping that a fuck bomb can outperform a JD bomb.
I'll go 5-3 final. I think Pete goes deep off Matz again because he has before.
Let's go. Kyle? You got to walk. What's your prediction?
Luis Lightyear, he shaved his face. I feel like he's going to have some sort of breakout game. He's going to be the He's my Mets factor for the game. He's my Mets factor player. And Matz is out of the game by the 4th inning.
I'll do one more merch giveaway right now. Whoever comes closest to Kyle's total mileage, I guess.
Yes.
Like what would be like an average, how many miles would you walk in a 9-inning game?
It depends.
Regular.
So if I'm running for rallies, obviously.
You got a range. Okay. So all right, give him a reasonable range. Because I know whether it's 2 or like 7. I don't know. Like what do you think you'll end up with?
I'm gonna say fuck. I think it's gonna be a longer one again.
Give me like 6. Is that a reasonable range?
Oh, wait, guys, I have, breaking somewhat news. It's very funny. It's very funny news. Very funny news.
Yes.
I think Clem may have alerts on for him. So Stephen A. Cohen replied to Mark Gooden of the Federalist and said, interesting, given I've never been to St. Louis.
Cohen took the bait. He took the bait.
Dude, I mean,
Tiki and Tierney just were talking about it on the radio.
get out of here. I mean, come on, guys.
Yep.
They were talking about it being funny or they're talking about it being real?
I think they might think it's real.
They might think it's real.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking break. But you know what? I guess as silly as it is, that speaks to Steve Cohen. It's like, is this much possible? It could be true that he's out here giving away cars for home runs.
We have the Giants. We have a guy named Wes Steinberg, and he does the same kind of thing as Mark. He doesn't say the Federalist, but he said like Joe Judge got into a fight with Kelvin Benjamin because he made him leave the cafeteria because he was just eating all the food, and people just eat it up these days because all you do is you have to just wear a suit. And everyone thinks you're fucking.
You wear a suit on the internet, people think you're like a reporter. Yes,
it's better than a blue check mark. It really is. It's crazy. So I mean, the fact that we do have a guy who people think that's real, I fucking love it. I fucking love having
that to me, like Steve Cohen playing the game back, right? I mean, that was like a callback to his last like Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember when he said, "Interesting, I've never been to Florida."
Yeah.
So, like, he's playing the game back now, which I love. Like, this is like Steve Cohen being, when he was first on Twitter, I hated it. I go up and down with it. But things like this, if he's going to play with the fan base and, like, he's going to have callbacks to his old tweets and jokes about what's going on, like, this is where it can get real fun. Because when you're losing, you don't want your owner on Twitter. When you're winning, you want your billionaire owner on Twitter. Dunking on fools and shit. So, Let's hope that, we want a World Series, but I also want to see Steve Cohen at full force on Twitter could be a sight to behold. So it starts today, right now, with revenge against Steve Matz and his fucking agent.
Yeah. So, we got the giveaways coming, merch giveaways. We'll have ticket giveaways for Barstool the Ballpark at 5,000, 10,000. Next Barstool the Ballpark is May 14th. Prodigal Son returns, Jared Kalenic in the first place, Seattle Mariners. So it could be a battle of the first place teams.
That's wait, to wrap up, how many miles? We'll just give me like 5.2, 4.8, whatever your mileage prediction is.
Someone said 8.4. Like I'm putting up 13 easy, so I think like 12 would be the under, and then like
it's that high. Okay, I didn't realize. Jesus Christ, you're crazy, dude. I didn't know it was all. I thought I was like 13 when that game was insanely long. All right, so give your prediction. Kyle's mileage.
Kyle Miles.
Kyle Miles. Hashtag Kyle Miles for a chance to win a shirt. Closest to his miles down to like the 10th of a mile. And if multiple people have it, we'll just have to get random. So tweet out your subscription screenshots. Tweet out your Kyle's Miles predictions. And you gotta believe.
Gotta believe. Let's go.